Welcome, 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 everyone. This is JSA TV and JSA Podcast live streaming on the floor of ITW 2024. This is an exciting day, exciting time. We are here covering from the leaders themselves the latest headlines from the show. I'm Jamie Scotto-Cutaya, CEO and founder of JSA, and joining me here today is the legend. I don't say that lightly, the legend, Peter Aquino, founder and partner of Mercury Access Group, a telecommunications media and technology management group. So,
Thank
Pete,
you,
welcome to JSA TV.
A legend in my mind, maybe.
Well, okay, guys, if you don't know, but Pete has been the founder, the CEO, the brains behind the brawn, I would should say, for such companies like RCN, Primus, INAP, you name them. And now we're talking Mercury Access
That's right.
Group.
I even did a spec.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I've done it all. Well, thank you for having me. Mercury Access is a fairly new company in the last year or so, where we put a bunch of entrepreneurs together to look at different companies that could use our expertise to help them get off the ground, maybe do a turnaround, maybe raise money, to the extent private equity firms need some diligence done, and then at the same time need to co-invest or have co-investors work on the project with them. We're right there with them, very aligned, and we started in the last 18 months, and we found a few nuggets in terms of companies we could help. And the one we're excited about today and the announcement that JSA put out for us is Extracta, a group. It's a group out of Miami, and they started off as engineers building fiber to the home. And lo and behold, a lot of the raceways were occupied by copper cables. And everyone's heard about copper and lead and potentially some of the environmental things that, they may cause over time, because these cables have been put in over 100 years ago.
Wow.
And they're kind of blocking the way for a new fiber expansion. So what we have discovered with Extracta is that it really takes some expertise and infrastructure to scale up, because the world is full of copper underground on poles that's blocking the way for new fiber expansion. And the more interesting thing that I really think is the secret sauce is that copper has some serious intrinsic value. So you can sell copper today per pound nearly $5 a pound.
Wow.
A year ago, it was $3 and change, and not too long ago before that, $2 and change. So you can fund the whole extraction process by pulling out that copper and selling it on the markets.
So wait, as a network operator, I'm sitting here and I have cable that's just not copper cable. That's just not doing anything great for me.
It could be dead cables, yeah.
And I can call, well, not you, but Extracta Group, your partner.
Extracta Group, yep.
And they will help me sort of harvest this, if you will.
Basically, they call it a retirement program.
That's
so
better.
What Extracta would do is start a program where they'll bring in engineers. They'll look at where all the copper cables are today, manhole by manhole, pole by pole, and they'll create a database and say, here's all the stranded facilities that you have.
I mean, why?
And it's miles, miles and miles. And some of the cables are dead. Some of the cables may need the traffic migrated from copper to fiber. So you got to engineer that, and you got to move it. Then you got to get the guys together really to organize a way to get it out of the ground, chop up the cables, clean the cables, put them in containers, and send them to the market. And that program, that retirement program, was professionalized by Extracta.
Nice.
And it's over the last few years that they really perfected how to do it in a way that's efficient and actually produces income for the telco that is selling, they're selling the copper on the markets and pays for the extraction and has money left over. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't you call Extracta?
Why wouldn't you do it? Right.
But there's also a recycling, going to sustainability, a big topic here on the floor today. But I feel like there's a need to get copper that's just laying around and getting it back into a recycled.
Well, it's in the past, fiber was replacing copper,
Right.
and there was room probably to put the fiber either in a new raceway or inside of a pole space. But what's happening with the expansion of fiber, there's no space. So you need to get in that raceway where the copper is already abandoned potentially. You got to get it out. But what's really creating the urgency is that the copper itself has value. So there's a real asset that we call it a hidden asset. That is not many times you can really find that in the world, where something is hidden, you take it out, you sell it. The monetization makes you feel like you're doing a couple things. You're saving on OpEx because now you're all fiber, but the copper itself has enough value that not only pays for the project, but can pay for the fiber project. So that's real money.
I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. You have a way of always going where the puck is heading, not where it's been. You really do keep a strategic eye on the horizon for us. So.
I got to give Extracta credit because they saw this as a real opportunity.
Brilliant.
And when I came in and with my team at Mercury, we basically say, you don't know what you got.
Yeah.
So we got to help you. So we worked our way to convince them that we need to be part of that team. And that's one of our first deals that we did that we're so proud of.
Well, we are excited to be announcing this big news. Again, on the floor, guys, of ITW 2024. I almost said 2014. That's how old I am. All right. So Mercury Access Group, guys, absolutely a company to watch with the incredible management team in place, but also their partners, Extracta Group. That news hitting the wires as we speak. Thank you so much for joining us on such a busy ITW day.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to JSA TV. Happy networking.
Thank you.